everyone. So I am back home. I have been to Washington, well actually Maryland, and we went to the National Institute of Health. I think I said that before. I got a mug. Check it out. It's a Washington mug. So we went over there. I was invited over by the National Institute of Health because I have a very rare disease. A couple of rare diseases, but one they're more interested in. So they're super interested in, we call it autoimmune polyglandular syndrome or autoimmune polyendocrine syndrome type 1, or Christ, what's the other name? It's like autoimmune, APOSED, we'll just call it APOSED. So I have that condition, and it's where your immune system doesn't know what it's doing and it attacks your endocrine system and other systems we've discovered. So they wanted me to go over there and run 1 billion tests. And when I say 1 billion tests, I'm not kidding, like legit. I was over there and I thought that I was going to have time, stupidly, to go to the shop inside the hospital to buy like a big giant hoodie for chilling in, like an extra large men's hoodie, like this giant big hoodie that I had to buy in the airport, by the way, because that was the first shop I got to. It was the airport, and I was there for 10 days. So I thought I was going to get to go to the shop, and I didn't. I didn't even look out the window most days. Like, most days I was like getting whisked off every 2 minutes. And by the time I got back, I was ordering my tater tots and eating them and going to sleep. But I did video myself, like I recorded one video that I'll upload, but I've not watched it or anything. I don't even remember doing it. I just have it on my phone and I'm like, oh. So I didn't remember. So I will upload that at some point, but this video is to show you, like, to just basically give you a lowdown of what happened and like a sum up of what went on. So I've made up, first and foremost, before we even left, right, I went to the doctors, KLM, who we flew with the whole way. So we had to fly from Glasgow to Amsterdam, Amsterdam over to the Washington Dulles airport. So KLM asked for me to get a letter from my doctor to say that I was fit to fly and to list the meds that I'm on, to prove that I'm on them. Now, this letter cost me £20, which is like $30 or whatever, right? This is what I received. A handwritten letter, £20 this cost me. Not one single person asked to look at it. It was a waste of time and a waste of £20 that I could have spent in the airport shops, because that was the only shops I got to, as I've already mentioned. So this was my schedule. I don't know if you can read it, but you can see it's super busy. So that's like Monday to Thursday, and then Friday's on the back. It got changed a couple of times because things were running into each other, and then there's people coming in, and then they were in for longer, and blah 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 blah. It was like ages. It was like full days. The nurse came in one day and she's like, "I'll wake you up at 5:30 in the morning." I was like, what? That's not even a time. That shouldn't even be a time. So I've written a list of all of the tests and things that I got done, just to tell you guys. So I had a gastric emptying test, which I've been trying to get here, but I kept on ending up in hospital and missing my appointments every time. Annoying. That was traumatic. I was crying. It was awful. It's not an awful test to get done if you eat eggs, right? But I haven't eaten eggs for 8 years, and the last time I did eat eggs, I had an intolerance to eggs and dairy. So this meal that I had to eat, because if I didn't, then I'd not know what was wrong with my stomach and I'd suffer every day, and I just didn't have a choice. I did not have a choice but to eat this meal, right? I don't care about the vegan aspect or anything of that in my life. Like, I needed to know exactly what was going on in my stomach. It hurts every day. I vomit all the time. My levels of vitamins are down. I'm not absorbing anything. Like, it was like, my health comes first, thank you very much. So I had to eat a sandwich with egg and radioactive materials and jam or jelly if you're in America. Strawberry jam jelly on the sandwich with the eggs. It was rotten. I was crying because I was traumatic. It was traumatic, and I was thinking I'm going to be sick. My stomach's going to blow out. It's going to be really sore. It was agony. My stomach was so swollen. It was like hurting, like stabbing pains in my stomach, like ripping. It was sore. So I had that. I had microbiome testing, hydrogen breath test, which is where I had to blow in this bag that had glass vials that you had to like pop in. They were numbered 1 to 9. It was over like 5 hours, 4 hours or something. I couldn't eat or drink or do anything in that time. So every 20 minutes on the button I had to blow into this thing and collect my breath. I had to be on a special diet for that, and that's to test, like, to see in my intestines there's like bacteria that grow, and they think that I've got an overgrowth of this certain bacteria, and like, I don't know. So this certain bacteria, and they're going to check it and see, and if it is that I've got, then I can take antibiotics and it'll be fixed and my stomach will start working like it's supposed to. So that would be good. I had a CT scan of my cerebrum and my abdomen. I had a full body DEXA scan, which is a bone density scan. I have thinning bones. Surprise, surprise. Well, no, actually not surprise, surprise. Well, it's surprise, surprise, because I'm on medication that should counteract that, and I'm on the highest amount of this medication in the whole wide world, because my doctors here have been just upping it. So casually overdosing me on meds that you're not, like, because they don't know anything about it. Like, they don't know any better because they don't deal with this medication. I'm the only person on it, like, in Scotland. Like, for what I'm on like way more than double the dose that you're supposed to be on. It can give you bone cancer. Like, they shouldn't have been up in that stuff, but they were just like, just take another injection, take another injection. Anyway, I have now since met with the doctor who invented this, like, found this injection to be good for us, and she's the kind of pioneer of the whole thing all over the world. She's the woman that you want to know, and I met her and she told me, and she was shocked that I was on so much, and she's put it down. So now I have to, I'll tell you that in a minute, but I have to, like, titrate the doses and, like, bring them out in an insulin syringe and then put them in so that I'm getting less and less. So we're working it down. But I shouldn't have thinning bones. I should have mega strong bones, like a big elephant bones, like the thickest, most amazing bones in the world with the amount of stuff I'm on. But I don't, so that's bizarre. I had a test for Sjogrens syndrome, Sjogrens syndrome, where they had to put the things in your eyes to count your tears, and they make you go all blind for the day, and they cut a big chunk out my lip they took out the salivary glands to test them. But I've got Sjogrens syndrome, so I definitely have that. I had genetics testing, so they just took bloods and they send them off and they test them for all the genetic things. And they'll get back to me. I had to see the psychiatrist, which I should have been seeing since I was a kid, because with chronic illness, you all know, like, if you get a chronic illness later in life, it depresses you. If you get a chronic illness from the moment you're born, you really should be having, like, some support, like, from an outside source, so that you can better deal with it and the thoughts that you get and the depression that comes with it and anxiety. But they never, so now I am getting referred to a psychiatrist over here so that I can talk about how I feel, because obviously this helps, but I really do. Like, I felt so much better after, like, with everything going on over Christmas and divorce, number 2. So with all that happening, like the most stressful few months of my life that I've ever had, it really, really did help to speak to the psychiatrist and know that I'm not going mad, that the things that I'm saying to him, I'm like telling him how I feel about things and what's happened and everything. He's sitting saying, well, you're right to feel like that, and totally validating everything. Basically, the whole time I was in Washington, everybody just kind of validated the way I'm feeling. So I'll be saying, I feel like this, I feel really upset because of that, and I feel my legs go like this, and I like can't breathe when this happens, and they're like, that's normal, that's normal, that's normal. Over here, they're like, we don't know anything about that, like, don't talk about it, we don't know about it. So I've totally been validated in everything, basically, that I've been experiencing my whole life. So it's been really good for that. I feel like a whole new person now. I seen social work, which was good, but she kept on coming back to try and help me with things, like organise things, and I couldn't see her because I was too busy, basically. The endocrinologist, I told you about her, Dr. Weiner, best in the world because she invented the injections that I take. Well, I don't know, she didn't invent them, but she like pioneered to use them with my condition. I should really find out more about that, to be honest. I had an ultrasound of my liver and kidneys at the eye clinic where they did that little test thing and they numbed my eyes, and I was like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, nothing. I was like, you're really close to my eyes, are you touching them? She's like, yeah. She didn't really tell me much, but I think that's it. I think that's everyone I've seen. I don't know. The hydrogen breath test was a guy, Dr. Chitz's. He was alright. He was a nice guy. But I didn't really see him for long, I don't think. Dr. Leonakis was, or Dr. Leonakis, he was my doctor, like he's the guy. So him and Elise were my people, like my peeps. She was amazing. Like, Elise was amazing. She was there every single day, checking if I'm alright, checking if like everything was going well, making sure that I was on track with everything, and she was just amazing. She's such a lovely girl. Like, I had the best time. Like, if it wasn't like for the niceness, like all of my nurses and doctors and Elise and everybody that I seen in the hospital, may I add. Outside of the hospital, not so much. But inside the hospital, everybody that was dealing with me were amazing. Like, I loved them all. And they really made me feel so much better about everything that I've went through in my life and everything that I'm going to go through in my life. And it just felt so much better. And they were really nice people to be able to speak to them and get it all out. And, like, just know that I'm not alone, and know that there are people in the world who know about it, and that know that what I'm saying isn't crazy talk, basically. So that was really, really good. I enjoyed that part. So yeah, we changed the meds. So I had to come home with hundreds of meds. So my bag got raided at the security. They raided my bag and then had to test all my meds in the little drugs checker bag things to make sure they weren't illegal. Then I got home and my suitcase that I had put in the baggage hold, that had been raided by TSA as well, because obviously I'm taking a lot of drugs out of the country. There's a little basket of meds, that's all the same, that's my injections, my emergencies. Now I have to use the insulin needles to take my meds out of my injection pen. I can't just do it like I showed you in the last video. I need to take it into here, put it to the 6 whatever it is, 6 mils or something, I don't know, number 6, and then jag that into myself. I have calcium carbonate chewable tablets, so I had to take like 2 of these, or 3 of these big, massive, they're really heavy bottles through security. It's like the size of my head. What else did I get? Cholecalciferol. So it's like vitamin D. But this is like ridiculous. Look at my cool little American like pill bottles. You don't get them here. But it says take 1 capsule by mouth every week on Monday at 10 AM. Huh? Say what? So I have to take one of these every Monday at 10 AM. Weird. I have multivitamins because my vitamins are really low because my stomach isn't like, what's that called? I've got brain fog today. Absorbing. So I'm not absorbing anything. I've got magnesium, loads of that, and zinc. I am low in zinc. Who knew? Because I have been asking the doctors here to check my full blood count to let me know what I'm low in, because I kind of need to know. Because obviously I'm not absorbing things, I'm not eating vegetables because I'm being sick all the time. But they don't. They didn't. They said I was fine, my B12 was fine, and blah 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 blah. They lied, basically. So I'm trying to cut down my pain meds because my legs are really, like, you know, I've got a walker, I've got a wheelchair, I've now got ankle supports because my ankles are really weak, my bones are really thin, but my pain in my legs is from the fact that I'm being overdosed on the Forstale injections. So because I'm being overdosed, I've not been able to walk. My quality of life is ridiculously bad. Like, there was no need for it to happen at all. So we don't know whether I'm going to regain the strength in my legs because of the muscle wastage and the thinning bones and the fact that Forstale makes your legs hurt. It's a fact. If you take too much of it, your legs hurt. So hopefully the damage is repairable. I don't really know what to do if it isn't, apart from punch my doctors in the face. Not all my doctors. One of my doctors. The one that says, just put them up. Put them up or he'll stop them randomly. He doesn't know what he's doing. So he's getting the sack. So these little things, I'm going to need to get a bigger one. Hold on. This coffee is really good. I got vanilla, like, syrup, and put vanilla syrup in it, and it's decaf coffee, and I have coconut sugar. So the coconut sugar gives it like a caramelly taste, and then you put the is the vanilla like syrup in it, and it's just black. I don't put like milk or anything in. Anyway, I also have donuts. Yum. They're both mine. The whole bag's mine. Like Mom said, leave some donuts. I mean all of them. I want them. So, anywho, this is my morning 9 AM oral tablet meds. So I have liquid meds, tablet meds, fizzy meds, and injectable. Okay? So this is my morning. Can you see them? There's like, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 oral in the morning. Well, tablets in the morning. And then I have 2 fizzy ones. I have 1 liquid, pregabalin. I have 1 injectable. So that's good. Then at 1 PM, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 2 fizzy ones and an injectable. Pop them back in. They don't fit. They do that. They like, you have to like jiggle them about. And then we have 5 o'clock meds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 o'clock meds. And an injectable. And possibly a fizzy, depending on how I feel with my pain. Then at 9 I take injectable and what else did I take? Pregabalin, so liquid. And that's it. Nothing, huh? That's like nothing. It's like bloody hundreds. I've came back from America like shaking and I'm like this when I shake. It's a bad look. Like, so yeah, that's everything that I've got to take, and I'm not even hungry. Like, I know I'm eating donuts, but like that's not like hungry. I don't get hungry. I just eat them because I like them, to taste them. I'm not hungry. So what else have we got? The menu. I wanted to show you the menu because it's really cool. I got really excited about it and I thought you might. So this, Piam, is the vegan menu. This is just vegan food on this menu. The only thing I really ordered was oatmeal and tater tots because they're my favourite, and grape popsicles. Look. It's huge. So on the menus, they have vanilla chai tea, which I had every day, even though I couldn't actually eat more than once a day because my schedule was too tight and I was running, well, I was getting wheeled about everywhere and I didn't have time to be in my room and order food because you have to phone up room service. It's not like set time dinners or anything like over here. You just phone up room service, like room service menu. So you phone up room service with your phone that you have, your hospital phone. You make an order, tell them where you are, and they deliver it. You can order anything on this whole menu. Like, there's huge amounts of food. Like, all different hot breakfasts, cold breakfasts, lunches, 4 different types of soup. 4 different types of soup. They've got like Amy's stuff. So they've got like Amy's tofu scramble with hash browns and veggies, Amy's tofu brown rice and veggies, Amy's black bean vegetable enchiladas, Amy's brown rice black eyed peas and veggies. I didn't really eat any of that. I ate the tofu scramble. The hash browns were rotten. So I'd get the tofu scramble. I had my own cheese with me. The tater tots, obviously, because I eat tater tots every day. I'd have 2 servings. I'd put them in a wrap or in a roll or something with this tofu scramble, and then put like ketchup in it and like pickles, because I put pickles and everything, and they're on the menu. You can order like hundreds of pickles. They do like toasted cinnamon raisin bagels and plain bagels and breakfast bars and pasta, quesadillas, burger, like there's a couple of different burgers, bagel paninis, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, Uncrustables. They were cool little circle sandwiches with peanut butter and grape jelly in it. They've got like snacks like potato chips, dips, hummus, guacamole, tortilla chips, pretzels, pita chips, saltine crackers, apple pie, lifesavers, loads of vegetable-y things, tater tots. Tater tots are my favourite food. Have you been able to tell through this whole video? I think I've said tater tots like 10 times, and they're not even paying me. They don't have to pay me money to say tater tots are the best, because they are. They're amazing. So that's like just the vegan menu. So you can imagine this is the normal menu. It's all like flashy and cool. So there's like lunch and dinner, beverages like Coke, all different kinds of teas, milks, soy milk, root beer, ginger ale, smoothies, blah blah blah, yogurts, all different kinds of like eggs, blueberry pancakes, normal pancakes, cinnamon French toast, huevos rancheros, hundreds of stuff, like ridiculous amounts of food is on here. It's like the best ever hospital in the world, in my opinion. If you find a better one, bring it at me, because I can guarantee you it's not as good as this one. So yeah, there's like hundreds of stuff, and then at the end there's like nutritional information, which why would you want to know how many calories you're eating if you're eating tater tots every day? You wouldn't. There's like, they give you your patient handbook. This tells you everything about the hospital. Oh. Just a list of people's names on the back. I don't remember that happening. Like someone's written it. So it's got like all the shuttle services, your passes, which I never got to get because I didn't have time. The call system. Oh yeah. You press the buzzer for the nurse to come. In the UK, you press the buzzer, the nurse comes in. She has to turn the buzzer off and then ask you what you want. And you say like water. She'll go away, get you water, come back. So that's like 4 trips just to get you water. In the US, in this hospital, you buzz the buzzer. Then there's a little speaker in your bed. And they like say, "Hi, Miss Natalie." And then you say, "Hi, can I have some water, please?" And they go, "Okay." And then they bring your water in with ice. Like, they have ice everywhere. Like, you get ice, like crushed ice in your water, which is just the best. Big thermal jugs of water. In the UK, you get warm water in a flipping crappy little jug. So the whole thing heats up to the room temperature within like 5 minutes. And then you finish it and you don't get another one for like 5 hours. Like, it's ridiculous. The NHS need to step it up. Like, there's no reason why we couldn't. We would save so much money. We would save time. The nurses wouldn't be run off their feet because they would be sitting at their desk and then say, "Hi, what's the matter?" And then you say what you wanted. If you were dying, you'd be like, "I'm dying," and they'd come to you. So you weren't waiting 45 minutes for someone to come and turn your buzzer off and ask you what you want if you're in agony or whatever. So they would save time. They would not be stressed out. The nurses would be a lot calmer and be chill because they wouldn't be running about daft, because they could just say, "Hello, what's the matter?" And then you'd say what you wanted, and then they could like decide who was most important, like the dying one first, then the water one. Done. You know what I'm saying? It could be way easier in the UK. They make it difficult on themselves. They cannot complain because they make it more difficult for themselves. My opinion, having been to an American hospital and British hospitals, they definitely need to change the way that they work, because it doesn't work. You shouldn't have to wait 45 minutes for a nurse to come in to your ward, into your room or whatever, to ask you what you want. It should just be a call speaker thing. You could say, "Oh hi, sorry, I didn't mean to do that." It saves sitting listening to it for 45 minutes if it was an accident and you didn't know how to turn it off. Or if you were in agony, you could say, "Help, like I really need help right now," and they could come. Or just, "Can I have some water just when you've got a minute?" And then they remotely turn off your buzzer. It's not like it's like going meh, meh, meh the whole time. So now that I have put the world to rights, I will get back onto this. So yeah, there's like laundry, there's shops, there's libraries, there's barbers, there's places. There's like so much stuff in this hospital that I didn't see. But I did see an orchestra. In the lobby there was a big orchestra and a guy playing a piano. And in between like my appointments I was getting wheeled past, and it sounded lovely, like the acoustics in that place. It was really, really nice. It was a nice little change. But that was just in the lobby of the hospital. Like, really nice. Apparently they do it quite a lot, like all different kinds of music and stuff. There's like so much stuff like that they do there that they don't do here, that I think they need to do here, because it's like genius. So yeah, you get this little patient handbook. There's also an app, because the hospital's so big. There's an app called Take Me There, and in that app you just like type, like you put your location thing on, and then you type like where you want to go, like radiology or back to your ward, like, and then it'll tell you how to get there, which is pretty freaking cool. And doesn't happen in the UK, but it is Washington, where you say, hi, can you give me directions to such and such, and people say, I don't know where that is, or they just like say up there, but they won't like give you any extra information. Like, I'm not speaking to everyone in Washington, because obviously we met some amazing people who clearly live in Washington because they were working there. So there are people who were super duper nice, but we didn't meet any when we were out. Like, because I got out twice. I got to DC on Saturday. Like, this is, I would have been back like nearly a week. But on Saturday there, we went into DC and met up with my friend Liz, who I've never met before in real life, but she also has my condition. So I got to give her hugs and be like, hi, I've known you forever. We've been friends for like over 10 years or something. So we got to meet, and I met her husband. He was lovely. Him and my mum got on like a house on fire, and we're going looking at historical things. Well, me and Liz just chatted and like caught up basically. But it snowed really bad on Saturday in DC, which was a bit annoying, because my mum went on Thursday and it was like 72 degrees. So that's that. I never even got out. I didn't even see out the window that day. So it was roasting and everybody's like, oh, it's so warm outside. I didn't know, because I was getting weeked about everywhere, all over the place, like in the hospital. Didn't get a chance to even get dinner. I think it was like it was 6 o'clock by the time I ordered anything to eat. And I'd been up since 6 o'clock in the morning. So that was annoying. What else? So yeah, my overall thoughts of like Washington, I can't really give much. We went to a vegan cafe. My cousin got his ticket, a voucher for money off this vegan cafe called New Vegan, N-U, like N-U Vegan, on Georgia Avenue in DC, and it was amazing. Like, it was like soul food. We got like fried chicken and mac and cheese and barbecue tofu, fries. What else did we get? Chicken drumsticks. But it was all vegan. None of it was actual chicken. But it tasted like chicken, and my mum said that that was the best meal she had the whole time she was there, and she's a complete carnivore. She was trying to find a good steak the whole time she was there and she couldn't. But she loved the vegan food. Like, it was her that ordered the tofu, and I was like, my mum's ordering tofu. Don't make any sudden movements. She might get startled. So she ordered the tofu and everything, and she loved it. Like, she said it was the best meal she had. So that was amazing. Vegan win. And I took a bunch of it to eat on the plane the next day, because we were travelling the next day. I wanted to have some fried chicken to eat on the plane. But when we left there, we came out, turned left, and we asked someone, we were like, excuse me, do you know where the metro is? I had my walker. It was snowing. It was dark, night time. And this guy's like, yeah, it's like 8 blocks that away. So we were like, cool, 1 road, 8 blocks. That'll be fine. No. We ended up in a really weird like area. Like, the area was mad. It was like all Jamaica. I think it was like a Jamaica town. Like, there's like Chinatown. There's like, everything was like Jamaican. But there was a guy like following us, shouting things like, pretty ladies, pretty ladies, pretty ladies, pretty ladies, pretty ladies. Like, the whole way up the street, and we were like, oh my god. Like, try to walk really fast, and we're like, where is this metro station? Where are we? Like, when we got in the transport the next day to go to the airport, the guy was like, where were you? You were in Georgia Avenue. No way, you shouldn't really have been there yourself. Be careful. So we didn't, nothing happened. We were fine. And we eventually found the metro and we went down, scanned our little tickets, got through. It's fine. Everything was fine. The metro, that was great. It was really good service actually. And that was it. Like at night time, half the trains were cancelled. They were using the same line, but still nothing. Like if that happened in Scotland with ScotRail, there wouldn't be trains for like a week. But there it was like, we've got it. We're good. We'll just use this one track and we'll get you all to where you need to go. So we got on the train. These young black guys got on, like a bunch of black guys. They had like their music playing. They were doing like breakdancing and stuff. And this guy was like double jointed, like doing like, he had his arms behind his back and stuff. It was amazing. Like I couldn't get my phone out in time to record it, but I was like, this is like proper. This is a proper experience, like, to be had. Like, to see people just totally, like, not on the TV. They're just, like, feeling it. They were feeling the music and doing the thing. It was amazing. It was really, really cool. I don't know how they do that. Like, they must have, like, EDS or something. Because there's no way you can bend that way. Like, this little guy was, like, doing things, like he had both his arms and then there was like twisting them around, and it was insane. Like I've never seen anything like it. It was really cool. And then they just got off at the next stop as if nothing happened, and we were all sitting on the train like, whoa, that was awesome. So that was an experience. And then we had to swap trains to go to Bethesda, where everyone's all prim and proper and posh and stuff, and everybody just sits on the train as if they're dummies, like mannequins. And we were like, oh, I wish we were in Georgia Avenue again. Like, that was fun, and that train was fun, and everybody was fun, and everybody was like laughing and talking, and it was like a normal, like what we would, like in Scotland, like a normal train, where there's like talking and stuff. Then you cross the line and you go into Bethesda, where everything's like all prim and proper and everybody's rich and has fancy houses. And everybody's like just sitting there like my mum fell onto this girl, fell onto her, crushed her, stood on her foot, and her head bumped off the side of the train. And mum was like, oh, I'm really, really sorry, I'm so sorry, you okay, you okay, are you sure you're okay, you okay? And this girl was just like, I think she may have been a mannequin, I don't know, like set there just to make it look like there's people on the train. But this girl did not react, nothing. And mum just sat down, she was like, where are we? Why didn't she react? Like, there was a girl across who like laughed. But like this girl just did nothing at all. Bizarro. It was very strange. But yeah, like overall, the vegan place was amazing on Saturday. Seeing Pablo and his mum. Oh yeah, we seen Pablo and his mum. Pablo has my condition as well. I always call it my condition, because I'm the oldest so far. So there. Haha. Only joking. So we've all got APS1. So me, Pablo and Liz. So we all met at different times. Pablo and his mum came up to the hospital to see us in the last night that we were there, and Gloria, his mum, and my mum got to like talk, because my mum's never met anyone else with APS1 like me, and she's never met any other mums, and I knew that would help her, because she could like say, did you feel like this, and like really get on a level with like the mums and stuff. And she did. She like totally, they got on like house and fire, which I was really, really happy with. We all did, because it's like a family. Like, we all feel like a family because we've got this DNA sequence, air gene that's broken thing. So we've got like DNA that's like similar, where we all suffer the same, we all have the same future, we all need to stick together, and we do, and we support each other, and it's great. Like, it's good to just feel connected to someone as soon as you meet them. Like, you've never met them before, you've not spoke to them properly, you've only ever seen a couple of pictures of them, like whatever, and then to be able to meet them and be like, you know you both know exactly what you're going through, you know what you've been through, you know, like, you don't even need to talk about it. You just know. And it's really, really amazing, like, to be able to do that, because there's not many of us in the world. We can't just go to a diabetic clinic like a diabetic person can and meet other people with diabetes, or bump into someone in the street with diabetes. I'm the only person here. Like, I can't just go and bump into someone in Scotland with APS1, because I'll be bumping into myself. So it was awesome, like, meeting them, and I'm going to try and, like, hopefully save up or do something to be able to try and go to, like, a symposium and, like, a meeting and meet other people, because there's, like, 300 and whatever people in the world, I think, who have it, and I'd like to meet as many of them as I can and give them all hugs. But it was really good to meet everybody, and all my nurses were great. All my doctors were great. Dr. Leonakis was amazing. He's from Crete, which is cool, because I've been to Crete. And he's kind of handsome too. Me and Mum both agree. He's kind of handsome. He's, like, really handsome. But he's my doctor, so you've got to keep it professional. I'm joking. So, yeah, we had a great time, and everybody was really welcoming, and we had a really good time. And I got a mug from the airport, and I got a hoodie from the airport, because I didn't get to any other shops. So yeah, thanks for, like, watching. I know this has been an extra long video. It's like 41 minutes already, but thanks for watching and listening to me. And I really appreciate everybody that watches my videos. I know that sometimes they can be really long and tedious, and I just rant on, and there's so much to hear and listen to and get into your mind, because I talk so fast and Scottish. Sorry to everyone else in America or whatever for my fast talking Scottish accent. That can be quite difficult to understand. I understand from being away and telling people my name, and they're like, huh, what? So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you could do me a solid and share my videos whenever you can, and subscribe if you don't already. If you do, then thank you. But if you could share it and try and get as many people to watch these videos and raise awareness for APS1 and hypoparathyroidism and Addison's disease and now Sjogrens syndrome and whatever else, the gastric emptying, so gastroparesis and all of those lovely invisible illnesses that no one sees, and they see you and they think you look great, but they don't know what's happening inside your body, or they don't know how much you're falling apart inside. So if you could share my videos and tell everyone about it and educate whenever you can. If you have rare diseases, every opportunity is a learning opportunity, and you can teach anybody. They say, what is it that's wrong with you? Or, but you look great. Explain to them why you look great, what's happening to you, what your illness is. Like, just try and, like, spread the word as much as you can to anybody that listens. I tell people in supermarkets, on trains, on buses, in hospitals and shops, I don't care where I am. If somebody says, what have you been up to? I go, I've been to the National Institute of Health because I have rare diseases, and they're really interested in seeing what's inside me. But yeah, use every opportunity to tell everybody, educate people, share these videos. If you don't want to tell people about your diseases or whatever, and you have the same as me, then just share my videos and I'll tell them. Like, I'll need to do an updated one on, like, Addison's disease and stuff and Sjogrens, but I'll get to that. And then you can share those videos. But so far, if you haven't watched my other videos, then click subscribe down below. And then, I think it's that side or that side, I don't know. Click subscribe, and then just along it says Natalie Chats. If you click that, you'll come up with all my videos. You'll be able to watch all of them, and that'll be a chunk of your life gone. But you might learn something, and you might even enjoy them, and you might even start to understand my accent. you'll see how different my face looks as well. I look so chalk white just now. I have a kidney infection, which I've not got any antibiotics for, because I just got it today, and the hospital phoned and said your blood markers are up. And I did a urine dip test and it said that I had hundreds of millions of leukocytes and stuff. So I have a urine infection. I don't have anything to take for it yet, and there's no doctor's appointments tomorrow, and it's Friday, so yay. Woo. Awesome. So yeah, do the things, and I love you all. Thank you. And if anyone from the National Institute of Health is watching, thank you so much for everything, and I hope to come back soon-ish. I have no money left. Like, we don't have any money, so not that soon, but enough time to save up some money. But I hope to come back soon and see everyone, and I had the best time that I can remember. And if anyone from Washington is watching and thinks I'm being really offensive about Washington people and that you're really nice, then say hi, because we didn't get to meet you and that sucked. But the people that we did meet, which weren't really that many people, it was just like people in shops and stuff, like, they weren't really like representing your place. We need to sort that out, because I know that DC's got it in it, because it's a good place, but those people sucked. But you probably don't. And I just didn't meet you. That makes me sad. So yeah, say hi down below, subscribe, share, watch all my videos. That would be great. Thanks for watching, and I'm sorry for rambling. It's like nearly an hour. I'm so sorry. But thanks for watching. Bye.